All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the 7 a.m. Eastern hour of the 12th annual Tracking Santa live show. How about that last? How about that last 10 minutes or so? Brand new Auckland cam from both YANTSU and NORAD, and then we had the brilliant International Space Station bit. On the. Are we looking good? Okay. We had that brilliant ISS bit, the cam and within the map, so that was really cool to see. Hello, everyone. Yes, my name is Brayden. I'm from Canada, and I'm with you for the next two hours. So Santa is heading very far south to a very remote location, which is McMurdo Station, which is a United States science research station. Hello, Alex Pattison. Thank you for watching the 12th annual Tracking Santa live show. For anybody who may be just coming in, please remember to subscribe to the stream and also to like the stream. That helps us out greatly. Dylan Reynolds, you're also in Canada. You're in Ontario. Right on. I'm in Nova Scotia, so Santa will be here a little sooner than when he comes to Ontario. But stay tuned to the stream. We will let you know when Santa is going to get close. So I am running 2D. I was having a bit of issues on my 3D, and I just wanted the stream to run a bit smoother. So just in the interest of that. But the ISS bit and the 3D tracker looked incredible. Nice, certainly nice to see the ISS come back. It used to be in the NORAD cams. I believe the last time was about 2011. When will Santa reach the UK? That would be about 10 to 11 p.m. GMT time. Lee Marshall, yes, you can have a shout out, and thank you for watching the stream. I just want to give a big shout out to Liam Warden, who was just on with you all morning, and he had a very, very busy couple hours, but he's brilliant, and he is also the mastermind that produces our very own YANTSU Santa cams. So hopefully everyone is enjoying the Santa cams. We have a lot more to come throughout the rest of Santa Claus's journey. All right, so we're about 5 minutes away from McMurdo Station. Lisa Cunningham, yes, of course Santa is real. NORAD and all the other organizations would not be tracking him if he was not real. He is indeed very real. Dylan, I'm on for the next 2 hours, and that is the my only hosting shifts, but I will be around a decent portion of the morning. And just being told that there's no music. Should be music, but maybe it's just not loud enough. All right, so 4 minutes left. So this is a bigger gap in Santa's journey, but that gives us a chance to kind of cool things down and get organized. Sharon, thank you. Yes, it's the showing this morning has just kind of blew our minds. Having 200 people watch, and I think last off we were around 13 or 14,000 views. So certainly we're on track to be a record-breaking show this year. Yes, thank you everyone for saying that. Of course Santa is real. We here at YANTSU are all firm believers of his existence. And I will say your best spot to track and watch this stream from this year is if you go to our tracking hub, which all you have to do is go to www.santatracking.net, and it will redirect you. Basically, it's your one-stop location. It has the stream. You can watch me. It also has the NORAD map, and you can pop out the YouTube chat to talk with me and the other people in the chat. And then in the bottom right corner, there's also some really cool exclusive sleigh data directly from Santa's sleigh that we are featuring. So again, go on over to www.santatracking.net, and that will take you right to the direct tracking hub. 2.5 minutes. I reckon it's got to be a cold day in Antarctica. When will Santa hit the USA? Usually Florida is one of his first stops for the United States, and I would say that would be around maybe around 10:30 Eastern, but we will have a better idea once he gets closer to crossing the Atlantic Ocean. When will Santa hit Russia? Well, he's already been in certain portions of Russia, but Russia is, of course, the biggest country in the world, so he will be in Russia for a good chunk of the day yet. Alright, he's getting pretty close, about 1.5 minutes away. Harley, we have all the moderators we need for today. Only YANTSU members are moderators, but for the year 2021, when we do our 13th annual Tracking Santa live show, we will be looking for new members to help out in chat moderation and everything that we do in terms of production. So you can actually apply to join our team now if you go to www.santatracking.net/apply. And we will want those applications in ideally by the 5th of January. Okay. And I'm just getting told we just hit 1.3 thousand subscribers, which is outstanding. I believe we started today at about 1.1, so yeah, just the numbers are unreal so far. All right, 30 seconds. Thank you, BMC, for subscribing. Appreciate it. 14 seconds. Small remote location, but the scientists are there and they're excited for Santa to come in as well. 2, 1, and he's reached McMurdo. And next we'll be heading for Suva. And I am being told that we have a brand new Santa cam from YANTSU. So let me pause my music and I will bring that up for you.
From one side of the world to the other, Santa has reached Antarctica. He spots some penguins on the ground below as he flies over the United States research station McMurdo. As he stops to deliver gifts to the personnel working at the station, he knows he will visit their children on the other side of the world just hours from now. Next for Santa will be a flight back north towards Russia. He sure is moving fast. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Patrick Covey.
Okay, and that was our brand new YANTSU cam of McMurdo Station in Antarctica. And that was that voiceover was done by none other than Patrick Covey, who is not a full-time member of YANTSU anymore, but he definitely helps out behind the scenes, and you will definitely see him back here likely later this afternoon and into this evening. So what do we think about the McMurdo cam? First ever cam that's been featured in Antarctica. And as I said earlier, he's now heading for Suva, Fiji, but that's going to be about a 13-minute journey. It's a bit of a slower, well, I shouldn't say slower, but a longer distance part of his journey. So if you do have any questions for me or about the team or anything, just let us know. What does YANTSU stand for? Yeah, YANTSU stands for the YouTube Association of NORAD TrackingSanta Users. We started as a group, I believe, in the year 2008, and where our goal was to archive NORAD TrackingSanta footage, and then in the year 2009, that kind of led us to starting this stream, and hence now we are on our 12th annual stream. So we have done this every year since 2009, and of course we plan to do this in many years in the future. Who believes in Santa? Raise your hand. Well, that's me. Suva, Fiji, 12 minutes. And do keep an eye on our various social media pages, as we have what we're introducing this year as Santa Snapshots. Basically, they are a short clip of Santa flying in a various location around the world, and it's usually like 3 to 4 seconds, but there's lots of unique locations, and they will be posted on our Twitter, our Facebook, and our Instagram pages throughout the day. And I believe there was one, the latest one I believe was in Christchurch in New Zealand about 15-20 minutes ago. And those were created by the awesome Jack Sharp, who's been a big help in terms of producing the Santa Snapshots this year. Sharon, yes, Santa is making good time so far. He always has a very diligent schedule, and he always stays on schedule. So do expect him to stay on schedule, and him and the crew at the North Pole really go through and plan out this route. And today, as Carl Front confirmed for us this morning, is an altered route. There has been quite a few new stops sprinkled in and stuff moved around as he fine-tunes his route. And of course, we will see more changes to come. I love the cam at the space station. Yeah, that was awesome to see. We were quite excited to see that come up on the map. And we're closing in on 10 minutes away from Santa reaching Fiji. And he's actually going to kind of pass by New Zealand, but of course we know he has already went through all of New Zealand. And we actually did get a brand new NORAD cam, so we have 2 new NORAD cams so far today. So we will see if there's more from them. They always have a few cams up their sleeves, and so we will see what comes from them. And we will. I can say that we will have all kinds of more new YANTSU cams to come later throughout the day. What is my favorite Christmas movie? That's a tough question. Probably I like Christmas Vacation, hilarious movie, and I also like the classical It's a Wonderful Life. It's probably two of my favorites. Simon likes A Christmas Story. Yeah, that's another classic. You love Christmas Vacation too. Yeah, I'm gonna try and watch it. I haven't had an opportunity to watch it yet, but it is definitely one of my favorites. I did watch It's a Wonderful Life already. What is my favorite thing about Christmas? Well, you're looking at it, I think. Doing this live show, I've been part of this group since 2009, and it's just an incredibly fun tradition that I've had the privilege of partaking in, and it's just such a fun time putting on this production. And the last couple of years, I have gotten into doing some hosting, which is awesome, and get to talk to you people in the chat, and talk to fellow Santa trackers, and it's awesome. Other than that, I mean, spending time with family. Christmas dinner is always one of my favorites. Love turkey. So I am looking forward to our turkey dinner for tomorrow. Favorite Christmas song? That's another tough one. Step Into Christmas by Elton John is a good one. Wonderful Christmas Time, Paul McCartney. Driving Home for Christmas. Yeah, I could go on and on, but it is kind of a shame that we can't really play the copyright music on the stream, but I hope the royalty-free music I'm playing is pretty good. Alright, so he's now passing back over New Zealand. And en route to hit Suva, Fiji next. Feliz Navidad, yeah, that's another classic. Definitely. What would I like for Christmas? I don't know. I asked for some new clothes, some good Christmas candy. You can't go wrong with some good candy in your stocking. So we'll see if we'll see what Santa has in the sleigh this year for the candy, but not too much really. I mean, just yeah, probably some clothes and could use some new socks. Pretty boring answer, but can't go wrong with socks. Hello, John King. Thank you for watching the 12th annual Tracking Santa live show. Cameron Thompson asked for Robux and Lego. Well, certainly I hope that you get it. Dylan, who will be hosting after me, I believe Jack Sharp is taking over for me at the 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Hour. And I had that wrong. It is Max McIntyre taking over. Okay, we're going to try this again. Jack is hosting. I promise I didn't get it wrong that time. But we have 6 wonderful hosts. Today, Liam will be back on later. We have Jack and Max from the UK. And we have Alex Nickel hosting for the first time from the US. And then we also have Marcus Pearl from the US hosting the late hours tonight. So do stick around. Each host brings a little bit, a little bit different stuff to the table. So, but I can assure you that they are all wonderful. And I'm just hearing that we've reached 15,000 views. That is remarkable. We are certainly on our way to breaking our all-time record, which was 2 years ago, where we got roughly 22,000 views. So thank you to everyone who has been in here today, and thank you for keeping the chat active and making a great day. And I'm also hearing that we're closing in on 470 likes. So if you're watching the stream and you haven't liked the stream yet, please click like. And also subscribe to the channel, as we will have much more YANTSU cams to come out today. And then after Christmas, we will also have some content and highlights from the show. So you can subscribe and turn on post notifications to know as soon as we upload. And there we have it. We hit 470 likes. Can anyone tell me how he's delivering gifts through the ocean? Basically, my understanding of the gift counter on NORAD is it's so when he goes into Fiji here, he's delivering gifts at such a rapid race that it's almost like the gift counter can't keep up. So it's compensating for it, and it's running when he's over the ocean just to keep up with the amount of gifts that he has delivered. But I can assure you that the gift counter that is displaying on the NORAD is accurate. That is my understanding of it anyway. No, he did not go to Australia yet. He'll probably head north into Fiji, and then he may go up towards Japan, Philippines, and maybe some more Russian stops. and then he'll probably head back down to like Papua New Guinea and then Australia and Tasmania. How was 2020 for me? You know, it was a very interesting year, obviously, with everything going on. But you know, I was just kind of I'm still in university, so I had to focus a lot of my time on that. But certainly, ending the year with this stream and this Christmas event definitely puts a bright spot on the end of the year for sure. Someone is asking why we can't see the McMurdo cam. That is because it's not a NORAD cam. That is actually a Santa cam that we have created ourselves, and that is available on our YouTube channel, and maybe one of my moderators can link that in the chat as well so you can see it. Loving the new cams? Yeah, me too, Will. They've taken yet another step forward this year. Z Cobra, yes, thank you. Thank you for coming back year to year. You've been here, I believe, every year. It's awesome to see you come back. Santa is heading for Suva, Fiji. It's about a minute and a half away. And Alex, one of our moderators, has linked the McMurdo Station Antarctica cam if you want to go back and rewatch that. And all the other cams that we have made public this morning are available on our YouTube channel. Dylan, I can't give away any cam locations, but stay tuned. Hello, Nick Gaming. Thank you for coming in. So, about a minute away, as Santa continues to head back north into Suva, Fiji. Cobra, you definitely should apply. www.santatracking.net/apply. I look forward to seeing your application. All right, 40 seconds away. Colin, you have to go for a bit. No worries. Thank you for stopping in. We hope to see you back on later in the stream. Again, YANTSU stands for the YouTube Association of NORAD TrackingSanta Users. That's good, Cobra. Consider it. And Santa's now reaching Suva, Fiji, and is now headed for Noumea, New Caledonia, in about 3.5 minutes. John, I will not be on stream tonight, but I will be around doing chat moderation and working on the social medias. You will definitely see me back around this evening. I don't know if and I'm hearing we have a new Santa snapshot from Suva, Fiji. So you can head on over to one of our social media pages. Maybe you go to our Twitter and you can see our brand new Santa snapshot from Suva, Fiji. All right, well, I might go for a quick ad break and we will be right back.
Make sure to follow our Instagram page @Team YANTSU for updates on Santa's journey through regular posts as well as our story. There are also tournament brackets, trivia, and polls every year in the lead up to Christmas, so why not head on down and give us a follow.
How does Santa deliver to the entire world in one night? We have determined that Santa lives in a slightly different space-time continuum than we do. If he lived in ours, then he would be in each house for just 3/10,000ths of a second. He certainly is magic. Tell us what you asked Santa for this year. For SantaTracking.net, I'm Carl Front.
All right, and we are back. Cobra, how's your environmental? Yes, so I do study environmental science, and that has been in 100% virtual learning this year from home. I've had a decent experience with it. Other people have complained, but with COVID and everything going on in the world, I think it's the safest and best option. So, but yes, still enjoying it. And Jack has sent a link to the latest Santa snapshot available on our Twitter page, which is at Team YANTSU. And that is for Suva, Fiji. John, yes, of course I believe in Santa. Imir, sorry to hear that. Definitely remember to stay safe this Christmas, for sure. What am I looking forward to in 2021? NHL coming back. New hockey season. Bunch of new Star Wars and Marvel shows on Disney+. Probably those would be the two that stick out. I mean, we're not going to be out of the clear of COVID or anything, so. But yeah, definitely hyped for the new shows on Disney+. What is my name? My name is Brayden. And I am Elazeb101 on YouTube. So now he has reached Noumea and New Caledonia, and now he's headed to Vanuatu. Let's go Coyotes. I don't know about that. I'm a Montreal Canadiens fan. Yeah, go for it, Colin. Yeah, bedtime warning. Yeah, I would agree with that for Japan, the Koreas, Indonesia, probably eastern parts of China, and Australia can probably start thinking about it, but maybe not quite this second. Where's Santa? He was last seen in New Caledonia, and he is now headed for Vanuatu. So he's still working on some very small islands in the Pacific Ocean, northeast of Australia. Yes, totally agree, Cobra. The virtual learning is interesting anyway. Fidget, thank you for coming to the stream and watching when you can, for sure. Philippines, yeah, I would say maybe not go to bed quite yet, but keep an eye on things. Norfolk, you're in England? Yeah, we've had a lot of people from the UK, and we have various members also from the UK who always have a good showing. Santa reaching 500 million presents. Yes, he is closing in on that very shortly. So that's kind of one of his first milestones in terms of deliveries. So now he has reached Vanuatu and he's heading for Honiara? I don't know. In the Solomon Islands in about 2 minutes. Cobra, I am actually in Canada, so things have been half decent here. We can somewhat have a normal Christmas with smaller gatherings, but It's not been overly complicated. Are we recording our shifts? I don't believe our hosts are recording, but Jack Sharp is actually recording the entirety of the stream, and I believe the plan with that is to probably break it down into a couple shortened segments of maybe like 6 to 8 hours. What time is it here in Canada? It is 8:30 on the dot. 8:30 in the morning. Don't worry about it, Cobra. How's Canada? It's all right. It's disappointingly a bit warm for Christmas, and the snow is melting, and we're supposed to get rain tomorrow. So I'm always a fan of a white Christmas, but I kind of wish maybe we had some snow. How old am I? I am 22. I've been with the group since I was 2008. Technically, I would have been with the group since I was about 13, if you're rounding. So I've been with the group since its creation, and have loved being involved ever since. We are 30 seconds away from the Solomon Islands, and Santa has surpassed now 500 million gifts. Hello, Brayden. You're back from last year. I do remember you, definitely because we share the same name, but thank you for coming in. You love our channel? Well, thank you. We have I think we have like 13 or 14 different members who all contribute to our production, so a big shout out goes to all of our YANTSU members for everything that they have done this year. And now he's making another Solomon Islands stop, this time in Aki. What am I doing for Christmas Eve? Christmas Day? I will be waking up. Hopefully not too early, because didn't get too much sleep last night, of course. But then we will open up some gifts with my brothers and my parents, and we will then have our Christmas dinner. And Santa's now heading, a couple rapid stops here, so he's now heading for Palikir in the Federated States of Micronesia. Alan, my birthday is soon. It is January 5th. I don't know if we have any fans of The Office here, but I am wearing my Michael Scott Christmas sweater. Happy birthday, Jesus. Sorry your party's so lame. Big fan of The Office. Thought I'd chuck that on. What time did I wake up? I woke up about an hour before we went live this morning, so that was 1 a.m. Eastern. Actually only had I think I got about an hour and a half of sleep. So I might try and catch up on some of that this afternoon. Tonight, can you try and catch Santa on camera? I used to try that when I was younger, and it is incredibly difficult. As we know, Santa does operate in a different space-time continuum than we do, and his sense of time is fairly different to what ours is, and that is really how he accomplishes delivering to all the children of the world in one night. His sense of time is quite different from ours. And just hearing that we are getting close to 500 likes, so certainly we want to reach 500 likes. So if you haven't liked the stream already, please like the stream and also subscribe with post notifications on. Norfolk, yes, I do live in Canada. Imir, you're saying you can't hear me, but it looks like everyone else is hearing me, so maybe it's an issue on your end. When will he get to the United Kingdom? I'm gonna say probably between 10 to 11:30 p.m. GMT, and we will have a better sense of that to when he gets to Central Europe. Just with the route and being very different this year, we don't have a total sense of the exact times, so we will be giving time ranges, but yeah, probably 10 to 11:30 GMT is what I'm going to say for now. But you don't have to worry about anything for now. And we are just about 1 minute away. Well, 1 minute away from Micronesia. And if you can, do think about sharing our stream on maybe your social media pages or with your friends or family. With the unique circumstances this year, our stream does offer a fun way to enjoy the tracking tradition remotely with your family and within the chat or within your friends. With your friends within the chat. So definitely, we love to have people in the chat. So if you can share it and on your social medias, for sure. How come you're not on 3D? Having a bit of a problem running my 3D. I'm only streaming with a MacBook Pro, so it's not the best for streaming, but hoping that the 2D is running fairly decent here. Vicky, Santa is now heading for Micronesia. So that is north of Australia in the Pacific Ocean. Do you support a football team or soccer? No, not really. It's not too big of a sport over here. I'm more of a hockey and basketball guy. Okay, he's reached Micronesia, and he's now heading another big gap here of 11 minutes. He's heading for Kurilsk of the Kuril Islands. So definitely Japan, areas of eastern Russia, and probably eastern China, and maybe add in Taiwan to that. Start thinking about heading to bed shortly. Sure thing, Chloe, I can do that. Yeah, Fidget. We don't know for sure, but this journey likely feels like at least a couple of days to Santa Claus, where it just feels like 1 day to us. Favorite color? Blue. So Kurilsk of the Kuril Islands in about 9.5 minutes. Yep, Fidget, you got it right. Go to our website, www.santatracking.net. You can watch my stream, and you can have the NORAD map right beside me, and you can run that on 3D or 2D, whatever you want to do. Do I have any pets? I do have a cat, but I'm not actually at my own house right now. I'm at a relative's house, so can't bring the cat on stream this year. I did bring her on last year. Which university? I study at Dalhousie University in Nova Scotia. Philippines? Tough to say with the route. Perhaps maybe one of my moderators could get a better guess for when Santa will reach the Philippines. So 550 million gifts delivered now. Certainly the number is creeping higher and higher as we progress throughout the day. United Kingdom, I've been saying probably about 10 to 11:30 p.m. GMT for the UK. Well, shout out to your family for watching our stream on the TV. And there you have it. Jack is saying between 9 p.m. and 11 p.m. Local time for the Philippines. And I'm hearing, because I can't actually see my viewer numbers, I'm hearing we're back up to about 150, which is awesome. Certainly we love to see that. And the numbers are just outstanding this year. So thank you to everyone who is in here. Lewis, yes, historically Santa does visit, he comes up from a western coast of Africa and does Portugal, Spain, and then goes north into the UK. Where's Santa? He is heading towards the Kuril Islands, which is in the vicinity of Japan, I believe. So he is nearing Japan. Can I get Santa to talk? No, unfortunately I cannot get a hold of Santa. I wish I could. So how has everyone enjoyed both the new YANTSU Santa cams as well as the Santa snapshots? Would love to hear your thoughts on any of them. It's good. It's good. It's amazing. Brilliant cams. Good. Wonderful. Awesome to hear. We put a lot of time into those. Liam and Jack, notably, were the Santa Cam masters. So, big shout out to them for doing those up. And we have those throughout Santa's entire journey. So, no, Santa has not reached India yet. That would be quite a while yet. Ye to the feet. Yes, I remember you at the marathon and the pre-show, and thank you for everyone who attended both of those streams. They were also fantastic, and they're both actually archived and available publicly on our YouTube channel for you to watch. But of course, we want you to stay here and watch my stream, but maybe later on after Christmas you can rewatch the pre-show or the Cam Marathon, or the main show, which we will have uploaded segments of. You liked ISS and McMurdo? Yeah, ISS was fantastic by NORAD. And then McMurdo was a very unique, location from us. Yeah, I'm seeing we're almost at 500 likes. So if you haven't liked, please like the stream. It helps us out. And definitely remember to also subscribe. Thank you, Brayden, for liking the stream. Norfolk, yes, pending any technical difficulties, and I hope I just didn't jinx Jack's recording of the stream, we will have the entire stream archived. Jack, amazing, thank you. Yes, you can apply for join our team at www.santatracking.net/apply. Okay, so we got about 3.5 minutes, so I'm going to play just another quick advertisement break.
Hi everybody, my name is Alex, the recruitment manager for Team YANTSU. If you enjoy our show and think you may be a good fit for our team in the 2021 tracking season, head over to www.santatracking.net/apply. It is very fun to be a part of the team and I strongly suggest you apply. We ask that you thoughtfully and thoroughly answer the questions on the form. Roles of members include planning, camp production, website development, hosting, writing newsletters, working on our social media pages, and more. If you are interested in doing any of these things, then once again, go to www.santatracking.net/apply and fill out an application. Merry Christmas.
Watch footage of Santa's journey and highlights from past years on our YouTube channel at Team YANTSU/TrackSanta Live.
Alright, and we are back. Get my music going again. Okay, let me get the chat back up. We need 9 more likes to hit 500 likes on the stream. Certainly a monumental number, and we hope to obviously increase that. But if you're not haven't liked the stream, go like the stream. We want 500 likes. And Santa is closing in on the Kuril Islands. If you're from Japan, get to bed. So Santa can stop by very, very soon. And seeing that we have now surpassed 16,000 views on the 12th annual Tracking Santa live show. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Goes out to all of you that have been in the stream throughout the entire morning. Certainly a big number, and it is still only the morning. East Coast of North America is only 7:45, and still midday in the UK. So definitely stick around and see all the content that we have. Obviously, if Santa's coming to your location, then get to bed, but stick around for as long as you can. It's about 55 seconds away. And Brayden's going to watch all day. Well, thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Home Alone, yes, classic. I love the first one. Second one's good too, but I definitely prefer the first one. And 10 seconds away from the Kuril Islands. So we'll see where Santa goes next. Will it be Japan? Will he head north into Russia? Will he swing over to the Koreas? And north to Russia. Nogliki. It's definitely not the pronunciation, but that's what I'm going to go with. So about 2.5 minutes. So definitely Eastern Russia. The Koreas, Japan, Eastern China, perhaps Eastern Mongolia start to think about heading to bed. So Santa can stop by very soon. I prefer the 3D tracker, but as I said earlier, I haven't been able to run it smoothly, and I want the stream to stay smooth, of course. Seeing in the chat that we have hit 500 likes on the stream. Just remarkable. So thank you very much. We all truly appreciate it. I can speak on behalf of the entire team. Certainly, I don't think any of us expected to get 500 likes today. So thank you, thank you. Thoughts on Home Alone 5? I'll be honest, I didn't even know that existed. I knew there was a Home Alone 3, but it wasn't Macaulay Culkin. Yeah, Kevin, no problem. Jack, officially, no, we are not partnered with NORAD, but we serve as an extension to NORAD, and we have had contact with NORAD dating back to 2009, and that has been exemplified today by our interviews with Carl Front, the gentleman who does the voiceovers of the NORAD Santa cams, and we also had the interview with Major Cameron Hillier of the NORAD Public Affairs Office, and we have had great relations with them over the years. We've interviewed former NORAD members Andrew Corrales, Jamie Robertson, Stacy Knott, and of course Carl Front and Cameron Hillier, and also Desmond James years ago. And they have acknowledged us quite often, and they appreciate what we do and what the viewers in the stream are doing to help promote the NORAD TrackingSanta program. So half a minute away from this Russian stop. Are you guys planning to interview Douglas Martin? Well, we always have a couple tricks up our sleeves for sure. We do have one more interview airing tonight, and I believe we're looking at about 6:30 p.m. Eastern for that time, and that should be, I believe, right around when Santa is nearing the United Kingdom. And it looks like Santa is continuing in Russia again, and he's heading to YANTSU. YANTSU? I don't know. In about 5 minutes. Simon, yes, thank you for subscribing and liking. Did Malaysia pass? No, Santa has not been to Malaysia. Chloe, yes. Can I have a shout out? Hello. Thank you for being here. Excuse me. Malaysia, you'd have a little bit. Probably one of my moderators could get a better idea than I have right now. Yeah, Andrew, there is, whenever somebody is streaming, we do have a bit of a delay on our end. So, yeah, you would see probably at least 3 to 10 second difference from my NORAD map to yours. But that's as small as I can make it, but it's not too noticeable. And there Max says Malaysia should be 3 to 4 hours. You love Canada? Well, so do I. No worries, Nick. Thank you for stopping in. Hello, Leafs for life. Glad to see a fellow Canadian, but not glad to see a Toronto Maple Leafs fan. Montreal fan, so. Yeah. And we have 505 likes. Yes, I am a Habs fan. Hope to enjoy some good Habs Leafs games this year in the All-Canadian division of the NHL starting on January 13th. Michigan would probably be about 10 to 11 local time, but I would have to look when we get closer to confirm that. But that would be my answer for now. Yes, Lance Stroll, yeah, notable Canadian. Never watched a lot of F1, but I do know the name. And Dylan, yes, Marcus Pearl is going to do his usual late night hosting. And then this year, where we're actually streaming until 6 a.m. Eastern on Christmas Day, which is the end of Santa's worldwide journey, I believe around 2 a.m. Christmas morning, Eastern Standard Time, Liam is going to take back over and take the stream out to the end of Santa's journey. And for some of that, where Liam will probably be asleep or dealing with his Christmas morning presents, it might just be the map and some music, but definitely towards the end, at around 6 a.m. Eastern, Liam will be back on stream to kind of wrap things up and wish everybody a Merry Christmas. Fidget, yes. I have 2 hosting shifts, this one, and then I am live for the next hour as well. And then the rest of today, I have a variety of responsibilities, such as running the social media accounts and releasing Santa cams and being in the chat with you wonderful folks. Again, the United Kingdom in general would be about 10 to 11:30 GMT. And he is now reaching Yaksuk, and he's heading for Bizan, Russia. So continuing his Russian stops this morning. And hearing in my ear that there is a brand new Santa snapshot that is available on our various social media pages, and I'm sure one of my moderators will link that very shortly. So Biro Bijlan is so he's heading back south again. And there we have Max and Tom both just linked the Twitter post for the Santa snapshot for the last Russian location. So do check that out and make sure to follow the Twitter account along with our Instagram and our Facebook for more Santa snapshots and content throughout the rest of the day. Leafs for Life, you have respect that they signed Tyler Toffoli. Very excited about Montreal's offseason. They added Josh Anderson, Tyler Toffoli, Joel Edmondson, and they also signed Jake Allen to be a backup, and Carey Price will finally have a reliable backup goaltender. So, not to go on a hockey tangent, but quite excited about Montreal's prospects this year. And hearing, hearing we are nearing 400 followers on our Twitter page. So if you aren't followed yet, go follow us, and that is at Team YANTSU.